Welcome back. The residence manager at Walter Sisulu University, accused of killing a student, has been granted bail of 10,000 rand. Manelisi Mampane was back in the Mthatha Regional Court today on charges of murder, attempted murder, as well as unlawful possession of a firearm and ammunition. Newzroom Afrika's Liyema Vumisa is following that case and joins us now live. Liyema, he doesn't deny the fact that the gun was fired, but he says it was meant to be a warning shot.
That's absolutely right, Michelle. Good afternoon to you and, of course, to Newzroom Afrika viewers. Well, according to the analysis of the magistrate or the presiding officer, that is Judge Olo, he did, in fact, reiterate some of the evidence that was presented by the investigating officer and also the submissions that were made then by the attorney representing the accused, Manelisi Mampane, in this case, and, of course, the state, wherein the presiding officer did allude to the fact that the attorney of the accused had in fact placed it on record when he was testifying and took the stand that he does not negate the fact that he was carrying an illegal firearm in a gun-free campus that is at Walter Sisulu University, and that in fact the shots that he intended to shoot were only just warning shots, which unfortunately then fatally wounded one student while injuring a couple of other students. So, well, breaking news coming in the Eastern Cape just an hour ago here, Michelle. He is in fact released on bail of 10,000 rand. That is 54-year-old, I beg your pardon. Manelisi Mampane, that is a residence manager, that is alleged to have shot and killed Sisonke Mbolekwa, 24-year-old student, during a protest that occurred back in April in the very same campus right here in Mthatha, that is Walter Sisulu University. Now, we did speak to a couple of family members and, just to get the sentiment also with the students. But I must tell you, Michelle, that the students are quickly left off and dispersed. Now, we have been monitoring the situation that involves WSU and the students. What I can tell you is that something is brewing that side, because they quickly dispersed thereafter, obviously going back to the campus. But on the other hand, one of the people that was present during that judgment that was being handed down with regards rather to the bail application, that is Ntokolani, a family spokesperson of Sisonke Mbolekwa, did in fact tell us that the judge that so happened to have adjourned the proceedings while in the middle of delivering that judgment, he says that is suspicion. Let's listen to what he had to say.
We're quite shocked, we saw signs of the judge or the magistrate Polo being biased. I don't know why, but my suspicions are certain friends of the accused have gotten to him. I mean, it is unprecedented for when a judgment is being handed down, in the process of a judgment being handed down, a note comes to the judge. You understand? A note comes to the judge, and then the judge all of a sudden adjourns, then goes out and then comes back. Mind you, it's the middle of the judgment. Comes back, completely ignores the fact that Mr. Mampane tampered with evidence by deregistering Sisonke. Ignored the fact that Ulizwa cannot move freely.
And of course, we are expecting that Manelisi Mampane will appear again for the trial of the actual case now, as the magistrate Kolo did in fact inform the people present during that case and that judgment that the fact that he is granted bail does not mean that he is going to not be found guilty of the incident that occurred back in April. Right now, he is in an undisclosed location. He already left the premises of the court with another exit, as the people were still waiting this side to see him in fact leave. But as to where he will reside, that still remains a mystery. But of course, what we do understand is that the management of Walter Sisulu University is in fact backing him.